Again, good morning to all. Part of this meeting is, let's say, first to have a quick overview of the platform. As you have already seen, we have sent various emails with the links, and again, one small video that we have pre-recorded. And now we will have a quick call of overview, and then we can start to have some Q&A of what you are missing or what needs to be done. So I will share my screen. Okay, I suppose you saw it. First of all, this is the main part of the platform. This is the GitHub repository that we have shared with you. And this has all the data that you can use in order to recreate the platform. The platform that is up and running in our service is an exact copy of this data. So all the platform is comprised of open source tools. Mainly, most of the parts are from Fiverr Foundation, but also from other projects. So the main thing is the platform is based on REST API calls. So you need to post or you need to put a GET in order to get or send data to the platform. This is and I suppose a very easy task and a very mundane, no, not mundane, but it's very, let's say, not difficult. So the majority of the internet providers and internet services run on REST API calls. So I suppose that it's quite easy. So for you, you can run a local version of it, either on Windows or on Linux. I usually run it on Linux. So we have detailed overview of what needs to be done. So you can either run it locally and interact and play with it, or you can try the online version that is up and running. So it's not mandatory for you to run the local version, but it's highly, let's say, not obliged, but highly to run it in order to understand what's going on and how to play. So if you want to interact with their online version, you can have two versions. The first is to run some various CURL commands that I have built under the command URL. So here I have various commands that you can run in order to interact with the platform. Or I have here a Postman collection. Postman is a tool that you can use to interact with REST API calls in order for you to read and write. So I will show now the Postman collection that is the most, let's say, common and easy to use, and then we can move if someone wants to have some question about the CURLs, the Linux commands. So first, you download the, let's say, the Postman, you import the collection. I will Yes, import it. It will say, okay, I have a lot of them. Import as a copy. And here is the Postman collection that we have. So the crucial thing on this, the Postman, is the variables. If you go here, you will see that you have the partner username and partner password. This is something that we will share with you later today. So each one open call will have a unique username and password. So please on the chat write your open call, let's say, a short name, and after that, the email of the technical person that will be responsible for that, for the integration. So I will share with you a link that is only be accepted to see one time and will be available only for 3 days. So I will share you an URL that you can only see one time, and it will be available for the next 3 days. So please bear in mind that this is the some limitation that we put in order to have them for security reasons. So when you receive it, you can change it here, and with it, you interact with the platform with your own username and password. The other things will stay the same. So if you need to change to your local environment, you can change here the URLs with your local ones, and you can play the same thing. So the first thing is we have, okay, yes. Let's go back a little bit for security. So in order to get, to send data, so to post data or to get data, for the CIRCULOOS Data Platform, you need to have username and password. So with each one, we have put an API proxy, a gateway with made by Kong. So here you need to send all the calls with a token, a bearer token that you get from the keyclock, and with this token, you can access the data. Without that token, you cannot do anything. So in order to interact with the platform, you need to have a username and password. Here also on the repo, I have my email. So if you have any problem accessing the platform or whatever, you can send them an email, or if you find some misconfiguration, you can create a issue here in GitHub, so we can work this out there. So our data is stored on a timescale DB database, and we have two ways of accessing the data. If we want only to get back, so to get the latest version of the data, we can ask Orion. Orion LD, it's the context broker of the system. So if you want only to get the latest version, we will ask Orion. It's a little bit quicker in the response, but yeah, quicker is like 200 millisecond quicker than Mintaka. So depends on the application, it's quicker. But if we want to get the total history of our data, we can call the Mintaka, that is the historical, or as they say in NGSILD, temporal retrieval API. And from there, we can request all the historical data. So every time that you need to send, either to send data or to get data from the CIRCULOOS data platform, you need to have a token. In order now to get the token, you will need to send a request to the CIRCULOOS data platform file server. This is the identity management. So this is first you need to send the token, and there on the body you need to specify this input. So your username, your password, and all the others are the same. So this is a very straightforward OpenID connect infrastructure based on Keycloak. So if you have used it before, it's straightforward, but even if you don't use it, you can utilize the current scripts. So one thing good with the Postman is if you go here, you can generate code for various things. So you can generate the code for CQRL, Java, JavaScript, Node.js, whatever. So with this one, you can get this interaction if with other, let's say, programming language if you want to integrate on something. So when we send this request, we're getting back an access token, expire, you can refresh it, and all this information. So I have created some scripts that you don't need to do anything else. This gets the access token and saves on the variable in collection. And next, we can now interact with Orion. So if we click on the next command, so this is get Orion version. So this is the endpoint that you get. And here you will see on the header that we need to put an Orion token. This is the token that we have received from the previous request. So if we hit send, it will say this is the Orion, is the version, the uptime is 69 days, blah, 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 blah. So with this one, we can interact with Orion. Now, what we need to do is, let's say, to put some data to the Orion. With this one, we need to post the data. So this is the post request. This is the endpoint that we need to put. Again, we put the bear token, and specifically one things that we need to specify is the NGSILD tenant. So for each one of you, you will have to have a unique tenant in order not the other users of the platform to have access to the data and to have some separation. Later, we will see how you can, let's say, use the tenant. But for now, you can play with CIRCULOOS_demo. You can put, get, read data. And now we are coming on the data. So the data that you will share with us, it's part of the NGSILD JSON. So what it is, it's a special formatted JSON with some specific keywords. So what we have here for all the things we need to have for sure the ID and the type. The ID needs to start with URN NGSILD circulus in order to indicate, and then we can put whatever we want. Next, we have to say the type, and then we put some attributes, and on those attributes, we put some various identities. So for PM 2.5, we say that's a property, the value, the unit code, and when it's observed. The Unicode is a 2 or 3 letters representation of the values, the units that we use. So we need to send it, and we get a 204 in response. So now we can go to the Orion and get the value. So we need to use a GET request. This is the endpoint. So the endpoint is this one. You will see that is the same as the ID. Okay. So we'll do a send, and we'll get the data that we sent before. So then if we want to have a new value, we can say, okay, 0.2, okay, upsert, send. It creates a 201. And now if we want to get this new value, we just send the endpoints. Okay, and now we have the indoor environment, the second sensor or whatever data. Next, we might want to have the historical data of that. So in order to get the historical data, we have to get the Mintaka. The Mintaka has its own, let's say, token. So again, you need to get the token from the Mintaka. Okay, we do the get request. This is the endpoint. And let's get the version of the Mintaka. Okay. Yeah, we run a less, it's 0.7, the latest one. And now we can get the historical data of this endpoint. Again, every time we need to specify the authorization, the token, and also the tenant. And here we get the data. Here you will see a lot of duplicates because this is something that a lot of people have played. So here you can see the history of its data. So yeah, this is more or less the interaction that you need to do with the platform. So the majority of the things that you need to do is send data and get data. Okay, what we have put into place in order to verify that this is something that you can use and understand, and one have a unique understanding, and sorry, to have a let's say acceptance that everyone has done it, we have created this, okay, no, yeah, this repo, the Circulus integration. So when you receive your username and password, you can go, you can, let's say, go through it, and here I have again added the Postman collection, so you can download it. Okay, then you can import it. Integration test. Okay, yes, import as a copy. So here is, let's say, what you will get. It's the same, let's say, basic function. You will have to go here, you put your username and your password here, and then you will have to get the token again in order to be secure. And here you will get to read data from the CIRCULOOS Data Platform from a specific endpoint. So you will see on the documents what you need to read is depending on your source name based on your username, and you will get this kind of read. So you will need to get the data from the CIRCULOOS Data Platform, and here you have what's called a magic number. So it's a unique and random alphanumeric value. So you will need to get this value and then to send it to a new endpoint that is in place of reading, you will see writing. So you will put it here as the magic number, and then you can play a little bit with the data. So if you already know what data types you will have, you can play, you can put here, or you can put something in the data types, but it's not mandatory. The mandatory thing is to put your magic number here. When you put the magic number here, you will post it, and when you post it, I think I have already done so, and then you can read it in order to verify, yep, that this is something that you have done. So with this one, we can verify that, okay, you can read and write for the platform. When you do that, please send me an email in order to check it and to say, okay, this is what you do. Or if you are familiar with GitHub, you can create. No, I think better send me an email in order to verify, and then you can have a screenshot and put it on your individual execution plan. I think, Anatoly, it's correct, the naming? Or on one of your deliverables in order for you to verify that you have access to the platform. So this is one crucial thing. Yeah, so I think we are okay with it. I don't think that I have something else to showcase. What I want to do is also to have and let's say 1 hour per, I think 2 weeks of open mic. So we'll have 1 hour per 2 weeks that will be available online, and everyone can come and let's say ask questions, remarks, and to fine tune what they need to achieve. So I will share with you later a doodle poll in order to find the best time for this to be there, and to have, let's say, an open discussion on very specific dates, or if it's something that needs to be resolved otherwise, you can send an email and then we can ad hoc create a call. But yeah, that was it. So I'm here now open for questions, remarks for you to, or let's say the floor is yours to have a discussion over it. So who will be the first one to break the ice?
I can be the first one. Hi,
okay, thank you.
You already sent me the credentials and the password, so I already did everything on the test. So now I have to send you an email with what exactly? Do you want the payloads?
You can send a screenshot of the payload or the URL that you sent.
I actually saved everything in JSONs, every payload and the validation of the tokens. I checked it in jwt.io just to check everything was okay. So everything is running fine on our end.
Yeah, I think the best option is to have a screenshot of the JSON that you send in order for you to put also the deliverables in order as an annex. I think it will be better to put it as an annex with some screenshots in order for us to verify and the reviewers and let's say the external, to have an indication that you have achieved it with this one.
Okay, I'll send you the screenshot, the JSONs later then.
Okay.
You also asked us to do an architecture for you to check on the email.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to do it now. Quick check. I can share my screen.
I think let's do it now, and because you are a little bit more advanced than the others in order to have an understanding of what we have and to have a discussion of open it.
Okay, so here it is. This is basically what we are planning to do is have our own platform. That's the one on the left side, and then have a sync service that will basically be fed by the subscriptions of our context broker and send them to your own.
Yeah. Okay. This service is already existing.
No, we will be creating it. I think you have already something like that.
Yeah, there is the CIRCULOOS registration to entities. So you can go there and see the actual service. It's it's a Python server.
It should be easy enough to do another if it's needed.
If you want to create it, you can create it, but I have already created this kind of federation scheme, so you can choose either to create your own or to use the current that is available.
But basically, this is our architecture. We will have our context broker dealing with all our partners. In our case is IRM, Logimed, and Spherolites. We are only technical partner. We will only be hosting the data as our DT.
Okay, one thing that, let's say, maybe it will be more easier for you to integrate. If you run the platform locally inside a secure network, maybe you don't need the API proxy, the conch for your own platform.
We will be hosting it on the RDT servers, but these three partners are all external, so that we need the API proxy.
Okay, so
three different entities.
Okay, because usually it's more easy for you to run it with without the different BRR tokens. But if they're outside, they should be. It seems quite okay. We can discuss later if you have any difficulties for integrating the IoT devices.
I've already done similar things before, so it should be fine. But anything, I'll make sure to ask you.
Because sometimes it's a little bit more difficult. But okay, it's a nice, let's say, overview. Okay,
that's basically it from our side.
Okay, thank you.
It's basically a copy of your own architecture, so there's only so much you need to change.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to play for me to have a quite easy and open source base thing. I suppose that I put the majority of the things that you need to do, but we will find also some other things. Sorry, let me grab a little bit the screen because I forgot to share. I have shared it, but I forgot to send to you. Oh no. So here also we have the CIRCULOOS shop floor demonstration. What I have done, I have actually gone and buy different sensors and different embedded systems. Here you have to see in ESP32. It's a small embedded PC or microcontroller. It's on the edge, so it runs at 40 megahertz, so it's way more powerful than my third computer that was running at 20 megahertz, so, and has more RAM, so that's why I say it's different. So I have put different microcontrollers here. I have used different sensors and different communication protocols. So you can have here as some proximity sensors, some thermocouples, some air quality scale. Yeah, and using different aspects of SPI, ADC, digital input, CAN bus, I2C, one wire, and different other protocols like RS485, MQTT over Wi-Fi, CAN bus, another, let's say, protocol that is used in automation on shop floors is OPC, UA server. So I run a UA server on this ESP32 and read the data. So you can go through, I have put all the code that either runs on local on the embedded system and on Raspberry Pi. So I have here a Raspberry Pi that has different agents provided by the Firewall Foundation in order to read different protocols. So if you want to read MQTT, JSON, RS485, you will see it. And also I have the whole code for the data platform that runs on the Raspberry Pi and the different sensors. So you can see here that I have a scale and a color meter that, they speak to the microcontroller and then they transmit to the CIRCULOOS Data Platform running on the Raspberry Pi with RS485. Here we have the BME 680, that is an indoor environmental quality sensor and sends the data with MQTT. So the ESP32 connects to a local Wi-Fi that it's on the same network as the Raspberry Pi, and they can exchange data with MQTT, or we can read data using CAN bus. So we have various sensors to read the data on the on the ESP32, and then transmit the data via CAN bus to the Raspberry Pi. So you can, if you have already a system that reads CAN bus, you can do that. So also, if you want, you can connect various sensors, IoT or not internet connected sensors with various, let's say, various protocols that I have documented. I have all the code that needs to be run. I use Arduino code for the simplicity, but you can change in other software tools if you run it. Okay. So that was from my side. Okay, let's say the majority of the things that we want is to have what you will sell, let's say, or share with other parties to be created and to be shared with the data platform, CIRCULOOS Data Platform. For whatever interaction will you do with either other parties in your open calls or with RAMP or other tools that you have already specified that will be part of your open call, will need to be happen via the CIRCULOOS Data Platform. So it's very important for you to understand and see how this plays, how it works, and to try and have some first steps in how this is working and to have an understanding if we need something else to achieve, something else to do, or you have some issues or problems. Okay. Also, please share with me on the meeting chat the emails of the technical people and the project that you're working on in order for me to share with you your credentials. Okay, thank you. Let's start seeing people. Do you have any question, remarks? If you have already some diagram on whatever form in order for us to see and have some brainstorming over it.
I have one question.
Yes.
In our case, we were thinking to use some existing, let's say, for example, we have an adapter that is measuring the energy consumption. But our idea was to actually manually upload the data because we don't use equipment only for this project. So only to upload the data that relate to this project. Could this happen with this in the way that
Yes. Okay. So I have created a specialized, let's say, tool. You see my screen? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So here I have created a specialized tool that is called CSV to Ryan LD agent. That is part of the whole architecture, so you can go then and check it. So what you want to do is to create a CSV file, so you can have it on Excel and then to save it as a CSV. And with this one, you can create a specialized to have a CSV with some specific column names. So what we need for sure to have two columns, the ID and the type. Then we have the keyword observed at, that is a keyword that used for inside the NGSILD to specify what is the timestamp of that measurement. And usually it's on ISO, ISO format. I forgot again the type. And then you have other columns to specify your data. So here I have example for leather products, and for that we have some specific keywords. Something that we haven't code on that is that we have okay, each of this key of this identity, it needs to be shared among us. So when we see origin, color, surface size, we need to understand whatever it represents. So that's why one of the key aspects of the NGSILD Fiber Foundation is that they have built what we say data models. So data model is it's like a dictionary that we have a keyword. In this case, it's the surface size or the thickness, and we have to specify on one or two sentences what this represents. So the good thing about that is that the Fiber Foundation has created this GitHub repository that holds smart data models. I have this part of the main repo. So here you can see they have already existing repositories of different aspects of what you need to do. So I assume that we say about electricity. So let's go here to smart energy, I suppose. So we have data models for consumption, all data model for energy. Let's go to energy. So I suppose that we have 3-phase or 1-phase. Yeah, let's go to 3-phase AC measurement. Here we can have an exam in the side. So here you have the NGSI LD representation. So here you have what you want to do, and yeah, power factor, reactive. Let's say I think it's called active. Yeah, active power. So here you have to put the active power. If you have only one measurement, so you don't have 3-phase, you just put the measurement, the active power. If you have 3-phase, you have to put the L1, L2, L3 for the power, and I think we have the, yeah, we can have the total active energy export R as the total energy. So you will get this ID and put it as a keyword to your CSV file, and then you can put the different values under it. So, and then you can create the ID with a specific measurement that you want to do. You can put other options, and when this is done and you say that is something that you want to do, you will follow the yeah, and then you can log into a local ID that has yeah, on your local machine. Sorry, I lost it. It's here. Yeah, you go to a local host and you will use it. Yeah, there is very important for you to change, as I say here in the, let's say in the instructions, to change it with your own username and password. And with this, you can send the data as a CSV file in order not to, let's say, interconnect other sensors. So this is a useful, let's say, tool that anyone can utilize in order for that data to be sent to the data platform in, let's say, a more manual manner. Also, you can, if you have other things, you can do some automation in order to have this kind of data set by implementing a simple post request, as I saw here with a CIRCULOOS Data Platform. But this is something that, let's say, you can decide what will be best for your use case.
And for example, if we want to upload the energy consumed by two different machines, does this change something in the?
Yeah, so you just need to put the two different IDs, because let's say you have to somehow put your machines into a digital form. So like a small digital twin. So there you will need to create an ID for each of the two machines. The ID is something that you choose, but it's very good to have an indication, the naming to be something to indicate what machine it is. you create two different IDs, and for each different machine, you put the energy consumption.
Okay.
And you can post it.
Thank you.
Welcome. Anyone do have any other questions, remarks? Okay, so thank you all. I will share with the people that I have here the username and password. For the rest of them, I will contact the supporting team for each one in order to send it, and I will share with you a doodle poll that we will have a weekly meeting, an open coffee, let's say, that will be here in order to solve any questions that we have. So this will be a good, let's say, idea for you to gather all your questions, remarks, or to have an open communication with the other projects in order to see if you have common problems, because, okay, maybe you have common problems and you can find a common solution for it. For the technical people to have a collaboration in order to see what will can happen. Okay, that's all. Thank you all for the call. Please don't hesitate to send us questions, remarks if you don't have any, if you have any problems. Also, it will be very helpful if that problem can be raised as let's say, as an issue on GitHub will be very good. Also, to remind you that the username and password will be only for the CIRCULOOS Data Platform. If you want to interact with the GitHub, you will need to create your own account and create the issue with your own account. Okay? Okay, thank you all. I will also share with you on the huge mailing list the recording of this webinar, and also let's say the doodle poll for the bi-weekly technical call. Do you have any questions, remarks for the project? I think we have some people from, yeah, we have Themis or yeah, Spiros and Anatoly. I think I saw, yes, and Anatoly. So if you have any questions, you can, let's say, raise it here, or you can raise it by email.